So YouTube chat should hear us. Can I get a confirmation in YouTube chat that somebody can hear me? I'm gonna sit here and wait and stare. All right, Prime plays games wins. They say we can hear us. And Blessoon. Sweet. Hello, guys. You probably heard my voice on, I think that was Monday. I am Istegosaurus. I will be your host for the Season 55 DSFL Draft. This feels crazy. We were just talking in the stream host chat that we are into 30 streams that I've been a part of for the DSFL. So they're all blending together. I have, I think, a record number of hosts tonight. All but two of the DSFL teams are represented. So I'll let them fight for the order in which to introduce themselves, and then we can get the show on the road.
I'm Griff. I'm with Minnesota. New GM. Back for my second draft.
Evo KCC back for several drafts.
How's it going?
Casey from Portland.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Scams. I'm from London GM. This is my second time doing this.
Is it me? Am I the last one?
I think it's you or Cowboy.
Okay. Hi, I'm Dude Man. I am the Norfolk GM.
And I am Cowboy Blender, co-GM of the reigning, defending, undisputed Bondi Beach Buccaneers.
Sorry for taking over, Scamps.
So, Blessoon, I do agree the audio levels are really different. For most of these guys, I have to like jack them all the way up. But everybody's mic ends up being a little bit different, so hopefully I'll get them adjusted as this goes on. But for right now, this is what we're rocking with. If there's somebody that is too low, I can fix that. Too high, yeah, okay, that was probably okay. Not my finest thing to say. Anyway, we're gonna get started with this pick before YouTube chat roast me. With the first overall pick, the Portland Pythons select.
Drew Winemaker, cornerback, username Quitolis. With all the hype surrounding this user, we knew we had to make a move. As GMs, we would have had to quit if we didn't grab him first. Heading into this draft, we knew strengthening our DB group was a priority, and this user is exactly what we needed to start that off strong. You'll find them active in the Discords, creating media, and fully invested in everything the ISFL has to offer. We're beyond excited to have you join the team. Welcome to the DSFL, and more importantly, welcome to Portland. Can't wait to see you in the locker room.
Congratulations, Quitolis. With the second overall pick, the Kansas City Coyotes select.
Bert Ferguson, a.k.a. Turd Ferguson, defensive tackle. Back again, Burt Reynolds in a commanding lead with $14. Mr. Reynolds has apparently changed his name to Turd Ferguson and joined the Kansas City Coyotes, to which he said, yeah, that's right, Turd Ferguson. It's a fun name. Welcome to KCC, Turd.
Congratulations, Turd. To answer another YouTube chat question, from Blessoon, the left and right movement of the PowerPoint is because I'm adjusting people's volumes as they speak for the first time, because we didn't really have time for an audio check, and because I stream on a Mac like a loser, it requires me to swipe back and forth, and that is how it decides to mess with the stream, or the like the image of the stream to let you know that I'm sliding. Anyway, with the third pick, the Dallas Bird Dogs select.
Oops for days. I don't know position or user.
Offensive line.
We had an offensive line. We had an incredible scouting conversation with Hoops, great vibes, and super excited to bring a top-tier new create to the team. Welcome to Dallas, Tweet Wolf.
Congratulations. I think the player name is, and I'm going to butcher this one, Nudie Sodenarg. We're going to pray that's right.
I apologize, Hoops. I won't let that happen again for Dallas.
With the fourth pick, though, the Tijuana Luchadors select.
Rock Kosir, or Kosir, however you want to say it. User Daleks, wide receiver. We picked up this user after last season's trade deadline, and it was clear we had to bring him back full time. We can't wait to see him out there, turning ordinary returns into extraordinary moments. Welcome back, Roke Kasir. This time, you're here to stay. Let's get to work and make some noise.
Congratulations, Roke. And with the 5th pick, the London Royals select.
With the 5th pick, the London Royals select Vumian Devon Lynch. Vumian was a pleasure to scout, and we loved the energy and excitement he has to the league. With this pick, reality can be whatever I want.
Congratulations, Vumian. With the 6th pick, the Norfolk Seawolves select.
Theodore Espen, user Baron. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Yes, Norfolk in back-to-back years selected a bear user in the first, last year being LT Black Grizzly. And they are almost eerily similar to each other through their love of obviously bears and working in the food industry. But fear not, as they played different positions. We were told Baron chose to be a ball hawk safety because they want to ruin a receiver's day. And Norfolk couldn't love that answer any more than that. So already killing it through TPE, earning, and media, Baron was a match made for us. Welcome to Norfolk.
Congratulations, Baron. Love bear renders. With the 7th pick, the Minnesota Grey Ducks select.
Bajan Inui, user Bajan, or his Discord goes as German Gary Oak. I don't know if that's actually for Gary Oak, but I know that caught my eye because I'm in all the Poke2 servers catching things and trying to be Ask Ketchum. We immediately targeted him with our first pick in the draft because, honestly, we didn't expect him to drop this far. He's super active in the rookie chat. He's cracked several jokes about dunking on me and T-Money. So, he's picking up the ISFL ways. And he even called me out on the wiki server. So we knew he was our guy. Welcome to Minnesota.
Congratulations, Bajan. With the 8th pick and last pick of the first round, the Bondi Beach Buccaneers select.
Schnitzelrada, user Devogo Jota. When we started this draft, we immediately identified Devogo Jota as a star prospect and one that we'd be ecstatic to have at Bondi. Unfortunately, with us picking so late, we didn't think he would still be on the board when our pick came around. So when he was, I spat out my coffee and Roy and I scrambled to submit the pick. Devogo was a delight to talk to, have established that they're here to make a splash in the league, and now is going to be a key part of Bondi's quest to go beach to beach. Welcome to Bondi, Devogo. Rada, 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 rada.
Can we repeat that last little bit?
Rada, 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 rada.
Thank you. With the 9th pick, the Portland Pythons select.
Alexandros Mograin, user Slice user. Leading this class in TPE, we're stoked and incredibly lucky to grab him here as an absolute steal at pick 9. He's an active user with experience in other sim leagues, especially the SHL, and we're confident he'll fit right in with our locker room. He's coming in strong and already gunning for that wide receiver 1 spot, and we love that attitude. So pumped we managed to snatch him up this late in the draft. Come and join us in the Snake locker room.
Congratulations, Slicer. With the 10th pick, the Kansas City Coyotes select.
MMM Flex, Drew McPew Jr. The Kansas City offense was very young last season and greatly underperformed. They could use a steady veteran recreate and someone who's a member of basically every team's war room. Well, he's ours now. Kick him out. We love the McPew bloodline, and we're excited for our offense to bust out. Welcome to the team.
Congratulations, Flex, one of the best people in the league by far. With the 11th pick, the Dallas Bird Dogs select.
Steve Lava Kaiju, Captain SB. I mean, how could we not? Steve is a longtime Dallas player returning to us again, and we could not be happier. A fantastic locker room presence and a fun person to be around. We're looking forward to Steve's Lava Kaiju leading our defensive line to victory. But feel free to let Handchuck get sacked once this season, just for me. Welcome back to the Bird Dogs.
Congratulations, Captain, and welcome back. With the 12th pick, the Tijuana Luchadors select
Marquise Acho III, user Nathan. With the unfortunate passing by of Forcing to Osaka last season and his subsequent call-up, it left us with a need at quarterback, and lucky for us, there was one right here for the taking. You may be the third of your name, but you're now first in the hearts of Tijuana.
Congratulations, Nathan. With the 13th pick, the London Royals select
London Royals select Adam E. Plays. Adam Plays. Adam was also a great pleasure to scout and also happens to be friends with our first round pick. The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
Congratulations, Adam. With the 14th pick, the Norfolk Seawolves select
Steve Dave, user Bob Trek. With this pick here, we decided to go with Steve Dave. We really enjoyed our convo with them and their willingness to learn more about the league and even play any position, as well as contributing to the team in any way that they can. And it was such a surefire decision for us. So, welcome to the team.
Congratulations, Bob. With the 15th pick, the Minnesota Grey Ducks select
Pete Keltrops, user XRT Forces. Despite being a new user, XRT found the secret hack to speedrunning to the top of the Grey Ducks draft board. His proficient use of duck gifts. Don't get me wrong, there were some red flags. He mentioned something about having a job and having been on vacation. So it's a good thing we have a server full of duck emotes to help us forget about the real world. We're pumped to get a fun new user to the league whose only question about how things worked was, what the hell is a honk tourney? We can certainly answer that question. Welcome to Minnesota.
Congratulations, Extra, I guess, with the 16th pick. And last pick of the second round, the Bondi Beach Buccaneers select
Mercedes Lamborghini, user Gracie Blaze. We couldn't let Gracie slip any further. She is highly recommended by our most advanced scouts, and we look forward to hearing stories about her car and how she plans on keeping it alive for 200,000 miles more. Make the drive to Bondi Beach, Gracie. We're waiting for you.
Congratulations, Gracie. With the 17th pick, the Portland Pythons select
Daoud Ramza, user Blasoon. We're incredibly blessed to bring this user into Portland. Excited for this boost into the locker room and the team. We really cannot wait to get this user in and see what he can bring. Being very new to the league, we hope his energy flows over to the rest of the team. It'll be great to have this previous, most dedicated member in our roster. No, actually, this new user is full of excellence and will fit perfectly in to flesh out our group of defensive backs. Much love from Portland, and we'll see you in the locker room.
Congratulations, Blas, another person who's one of the best people across any of these leagues. With the 18th pick, the Kansas City Coyotes select
Degradation, Vince Morgan. Defensive end. We were completely shocked when degradation was still available at this pick, as we considered actually taking with our first pick. Defense was a calling card of KCC, and degradation is going to be spending a lot of time in other teams' backfields. Welcome to the team.
Congratulations, Degradation. With the 19th pick, the Dallas Bird Dogs select
Student loans. No, I'm sorry, I'm off on. Tex Richards, user Zoot TX. Zoot is a Dallas legend that we could not resist bringing back to continue his legacy. Welcome to Sac City. Tweet Wolf.
Congratulations, Zoo. Another person. I'm going to sound like a broken record by the end of this draft, apparently. It was just a phenomenal person. One of the best people in these leagues. With the 20th pick, the Tijuana Luchadors select
Dirty Lyle, the American Pineapple. We had a great talk with the American Pineapple, and we're excited to take them here. Unfortunately, they had retired their player, but we hope to see them back in the league someday.
Stuff. With the 21st overall pick, the London Royals select?
We're picking Joriel, Jonathan Jameson. Fine. I'll do it myself. Joriel is the final Infinity Stone we needed to get these three friends on our team. We are super excited to have you on the team, Drill. Let's get some wins.
Congratulations, Jarrell. With the 22nd overall pick, the Norfolk Seawolves select.
Oh, geez. Alessandro Mutombo, user Enigmatic. Enigmatic is a longtime user of the ISFL, and we couldn't pass up the chance to get a well-earning offensive line to help break open the offense or the opposing defenses. As a heavy metal listener myself, their choice of music was spot on, and we could use more of that in the locker room. Welcome aboard.
Congratulations, Enoch. Welcome back. With the 23rd overall pick, the Minnesota Grey Ducks select.
Sam Wayman, user Amazia. Our war room is just excited about this draft. I feel like there's a lot of great new users here, and it's just deep with some new users, and this is one of them. They've come in pretty excited to be invested in the league. Through conversations, seems they got some good vibes, good music, taste, and are competitive, which we are here in Minnesota. So, welcome to the Grey Ducks.
Congratulations. With the 24th overall pick, and to conclude our third round, the Bondi Beach Buccaneers select.
Oren Rockwell, user Jay the Dominator. This is a first-round talent we're getting at the end of the third round. Clearly one of the steals of this draft. This Broncos fan enthusiasm for the league is unparalleled in this draft, and we are so excited to welcome him to the Buccaneers.
Congratulations, Jay. Also, elite level render. With the 25th.
It's incredible.
Oh, great. Love anything that is drawn. With the 25th overall pick and first pick of the fourth round, the Portland Pythons select.
Alejandro Alonso, user JPC8237. This is all from Sparky, but he says, what can I say about Jay? His last player was 2 overall here in the DSFL. He is a great user who's had a lot of history with Sparky. Sparky first found Jay in the SMJHL, where he was picked up off the waivers, and with Jay's second player, he was brought back to Sparky's team and won a cup together. Jay has been one of the key supporters for Sparky for almost 5 years. Sparky looks to Jay as a brother. Now Sparky and Jay are GMs together in Toronto in the SHL, and we are very happy to have Jay here to help our team.
Congratulations, Jay. With the 26th overall pick, the Kansas City Coyotes select.
So Evil, Winter Creekus, cornerback. So Evil was a teammate of mine in KCC when I was a new user with his previous player, so he was a target to get on in this draft. Winter Creekus is ready to break out and give opposing quarterbacks fits by breaking up passing routes and turning over the ball. Winter is the first ad we have badly needed revamping our secondary, and we're excited to see a big improvement.
Congratulations, So Evil. With the 27th overall pick, the Dallas Bird Dogs select.
Student loans, user QWERTY13542. Well, I still got student loans, so why not add more? Student was one of our favorite scouting conversations this offseason, with incredibly interesting questions for us in Dallas, and a wonderful media piece comparing ISFL salaries to NFL salaries to really show that they're committed to the league. We're so excited to bring in a new tight end to fill the void of our beloved checkdown, and this was a no-brainer pick for us. Looking forward to having you in Dallas. Welcome to the Bird Dogs.
Congratulations, QWERTY. With the 28th overall pick, the Tijuana Luchadors select.
Silas Santana, user Frostbite. With 2 DBs going up to the ISFL this season, there was a big void to fill. We needed a solid presence and a league veteran to shore up our defensive backfield, and we got that with this pick. Frostbite's last player was a record breaker, and we got something else for them to break, the trophy cabinet from the weight of the 14th Ultra Mini being placed in it.
Congratulations, Frost. With the 29th, overall pick, the London Royals select
We're selecting Lock 180, Blimblob Smorgasborg. He was a lot of fun to talk to. Everyone in the war room had something good to say about this guy. We're just glad to have him come in as a Royal this season, and let's lock down the league.
also, it will be a broken record again. This might be one of the best renders in all of my years of doing this. This cursed image staring back at me is concerning. With the 30th pick, the Norfolk Seawolves select
Drake Ryder, user Water. With the call-up of our star receiver and Han Solo somehow becoming a three-headed dragon defensive tackle, we were looking for our next stud wide receiver, and we found one in Ryder. We really enjoyed our conversation with them, and their willingness to be part of the team really stood out to us. And how could we pass up a chance to draft a person with a username like that? Welcome to Norfolk, Water.
Congratulations, Water. With the 31st overall pick, the Minnesota Grey Ducks select
Brock Rockwell, user Boykek55. Through scouting, Brock was asking some great questions. He was asking how hard it is for a new user to get a job. They've had a great Discord presence. They seem very excited in the league, and we're excited to get them here at this pick. Welcome to Minnesota.
Congratulations, boys. With your 32nd overall pick, last pick of the 4th round, the Bondi Beach Buccaneers select
Alex Enix, user Enix. Another great French player to join our league. The Europeans are rising. Maybe soon we'll have games streamed at an hour that isn't ungodly for them, I guess. Well, probably not, but hey, either way, we love getting Enix to join us at Bondi Beach. Get ready to learn Australian, buddy. We bet Australian with a French accent will be super cool.
With the 33rd overall pick and first pick of the 5th round, the Portland Pythons select
Jasper Ardent, user Walks in Woods. Even though they already retired, we are still excited to have their player on our roster for the 1 year that we can get them. If you are watching, thanks for giving the ISFL a good try, and go enjoy being a dad.
Congratulations, Walks, and congratulations. With the 34th overall pick, the Kansas City Coyotes select
Homer crates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Well, Casey, the Portland GM, bet me $20 that I wouldn't make the biggest reach in the draft. Well, here it is. Pay up, Casey.
Absolutely incredible. Congratulations, Homer.
I'll Venmo it to you.
With the
That's
35th
great.
overall pick, the Dallas Bird Dogs select
Brick Grabowski, user The Rake. Honestly, we couldn't believe Brick was still here at 35. The best running back in this class just fell into our laps, and we couldn't pass up this chance to add another elite running back to Dallas's history. Brick is going to head into their first season as Dallas's RB1, and we're looking forward to have them carrying our proud running back lineage and racking up yards like their life depends on it. Plus, have you seen that mustache? Welcome to the Bird Dogs, Brick.
Congratulations, Rake, and welcome back. With the 36th overall pick, the Tijuana Luchadors select
Archie Creekus, user Reedy or Not. On a normal day, Big Joe Reed can be found in the Osaka locker room, counting away. Well, now he can be found on the Tijuana Luchadors, where we will be counting on him breaking through opposing defenses and carrying forward our tradition of strong running backs.
Congratulations, Reedy. With the 37th overall pick, the London Royals select
And we're going to pick up 4 Sucks Fake, Bricked Up, showed great vibes from from the get-go to our scouting conversation. Once we found out he had a lot of familiar faces here in London, we were sold on wanting him to come here. We drafted him because OL is always in need, and his veteran presence will be vital for our younger players in hopes he can be a role model for them. Welcome to the team.
Congratulations, FSF. With the 38th overall pick, the Norfolk Seawolves select
Cynthia Clare, user Zodiac EXE. An excellent user in the PBE, Zodiac falling to the 5th round seemed criminal to us. After having a stellar career in the ISL as a linebacker, they recreated it as a humble O lineman, where I expect nothing less than to dominate and crush their competition. Welcome to Norfolk.
Congratulations, Zodiac. With the 39th pick, and a pick that I'm assuming was acquired in a trade in last year's draft, or vice versa with 37, the London Royals select
Yeah, we're going to pick up Smitty Hextall, Carlin Creekus. Excited to bring in a high TPE running back to this team, and that we're excited to get one of the Creekus crew. Welcome to the team.
Congratulations, Smitty. With the 40th pick and last pick of the 5th round, the Bondi Beach Buccaneers select
BC Snapple, user Snapples. Defense wins championships. He's new to sim leagues, but already locked in, tweaking his build, diving into rookie tasks, and ready to grow into a defensive anchor. Smart, humble, and hilarious, this is the kind of pick that makes teams better on and off the field. Welcome to Bondi, Snapples. Let's make waves.
Congratulations, Snapples. With the 41st overall pick, the Portland Pythons select
Joey Miller, user Wildfire Micro. With multiple Ultimus players under his belt, we knew we had to grab him to complete our offense. With his last player over 1,000 TP, we're confident he'll be a massive addition to our roster. After a short break, he's back this season, and we're pumped to bring him into the Portland offense at pick 41. You'll always catch him sending good mornings, dropping sick graphics, and just hanging around to chat. He's definitely going to light a fire in our locker room and our offense. Welcome aboard, and welcome to being a Python.
Congratulations, WFM. With the 42nd overall pick, the Kansas City Coyotes select
Chief Bast, Kenrith Kristen Alonso, cornerback, 3 DBs in a row. Sometimes in these drafts, it's amazing how players just wait around for you to pick them. Chief Blast was a much higher ceiling than this pick shows, and I'm very excited to have him to the defense. Welcome to the team.
Congratulations, Chief. With the 43rd overall pick, the Dallas Bird Dogs select
Big Strong, user Nikki VMLP. Mid-draft call-ups were a terrifying situation to deal with this time around, and lucky for us, Nikki MLP was available at this pick. Came in clutch for both a great user and filling a key hole in our defense. Welcome to the Bird Dogs, Tweet Wolf.
Congratulations, Nikki. Welcome back. With the 44th overall pick, the Tijuana Luchadors select
Canada Goose, user Ratspua. We're glad we could bring this user back to Tijuana to help strengthen our O-line. So with that, if you've got a problem with Canadian Goose, then you've got a problem with me, and I suggest you let that marinate.
All right, I think that was enough marination time. With the 45th overall, not that there's a problem, just playing the meme. With the 45th overall pick, the London Royals select
Kevin Pineapple, Devon Shaw Rennell. Had a good conversation with Kevin. Looking forward to adding another stud running back to our lineup this season. Welcome to the team.
Congratulations, Kevin. With the 46th overall pick, the Norfolk Seawolves select
Jimothy Small, user I doesn't exist. Another offensive lineman? Hell yeah, we could always use more big boys. Cue Jimothy Small. We really enjoyed our conversation with them and felt like we found a diamond in the rough, especially at the 6th round. Welcome to the team.
Congratulations. With the 47th overall pick, the Minnesota Grey Ducks select
Robert Bolig, user What About Big Bob? I can't express how happy we were that Robert Bolig was still here at this pick. We had him as a post trade deadline waiver last season. He's a great presence in the locker room. Really enjoyed being a Duck, so it felt good to bring him back. Also dropped a golden honk in his first match of the honk tourney, so I think it's destiny.
Congratulations, Big Bob. With the 48th overall pick and last pick of the 6th round, the Bondi Beach Buccaneers select
Devontae Kingston, user Prime Potatoes. Respectfully to the other GMs, what the heck are you doing? Prime Potatoes is a user we didn't expect to still be on the board at this stage of the draft, and we couldn't be more thrilled to draft him to Bondi. From the moment he joined the league, he's shown genuine enthusiasm and dedication to his players and his peers. He's a newcomer, ready to show the league what he's made of, and we're excited to be a part of that journey. Welcome to Bondi Beach.
Congratulations, Prime Potatoes. With the 49th overall pick, the Pythons will select a trade. And I think we have GMs from both teams here. So whoever wants to talk about this, you get the right to.
Yeah, I guess in Duck, we felt that the person that we pick here next wouldn't fall to us into our another pick, and so we just felt that we could trade up and get rid of our 8th pick for it. Or, yeah, 8th round pick for it.
And we were pretty set on making sure that we were set up for next season also.
Congratulations, Norfolk. You have the pick with the 49th pick. Y'all take
Colonel Panic, user Wolfzilla. Wolfzilla is a good friend of ours from the SHL, and when a user like them is still around in the almost 50th pick range, it's generally a great idea to trade up to snag them, especially when we think they weren't going to make it any farther down. Welcome to Norfolk, Wolf.
Congratulations, Wolf. With the 50th pick, the Kansas City Coyotes select
RJM 2492, Billy Munbro, linebacker. This is likely my 5th draft, and Billy Munbro is my first coverage linebacker, and I couldn't be more excited. Billy told me he's having a blast in the league so far, and I'm excited to help him become a star coverage linebacker. His versatility will be on display all season. Welcome, Billy.
Congratulations, Billy. With the 51st overall pick, the Dallas Bird Dogs select
Trent Butterfingers, user Teenert. When we made this pick, we were going to click on someone else, but our finger slipped and selected Trent here. It was then that we realized fate had given us Butterfingers, because this was actually the perfect selection to make. Welcome to Dallas, Trent.
Congratulations, Trent. Went with the 52nd overall pick, the Tijuana Luchadors select
Gengar Toaster, user Gengar77. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, just like every other team made the mistake of letting Gengar fall to us this far down the draft. We won't rub it in. We'll let Gengar do that when they're celebrating in the end zone and putting linebackers in the dirt.
Congratulations, Gengar. With the 53rd overall pick, the London Royals select a trade. And I think we have both people here again, so I'll let you guys fist fight over who gets to talk about it.
I can do that. We at this point had a pretty stacked roster, and we wanted to run some heavy sets this year. So having some 2 very solid tight end options was very important to us. So we wanted to move up and get the guy we wanted.
Alright. With the 53rd pick, then, y'all select
Shaggy 28, CJ Henderson, tight end. Shaggy28 was one of my favorite interviews, and I completely agree with him saying tight end is underrated in terms of what people can do with that position. We couldn't wait to trade up to grab him and then to add another piece to our stacked offense. CJ Henderson is going to be a lot of open looks and the makings of a solid player. Welcome to the team.
Congratulations, Shaggy. With the 54th overall pick, the Seawolves will select
Corey Coleman, user All-Star 2890. Another great PBE user here. I worked with them in HO for a few seasons and was shocked to see them fall this far. This is an absolute steal in my mind, and I'm looking forward to seeing them on the field in whatever capacity they choose. Welcome aboard.
Congratulations and welcome back, All-Star. With the 55th overall pick, the Minnesota Grey Ducks select
Trade among us. User Anthony8139. Anthony joined our locker room and seemed pretty excited about the prospect of being a Duck, so we wanted to make it happen. Welcome to Minnesota, and we'll clearly post the golden honk rule for the honk tourneys next time. Sorry about that.
Congratulations, Anthony. With the 56th overall pick and last pick of the 7th round, the Bondi Beach Buccaneers select
Chig Bungus, offensive line. Another user that unfortunately didn't get a chance to respond to our scouting messages, but we've heard wonderful things about them throughout the league. And if any team is a big fan of the big boys up front, it's the Bondi Beach Buccaneers, and me personally, of course. Welcome to Bondi, Chig.
Does Bondi Beach stand for Bondi Beach, or does it stand for Big Boys?
It stands for Bondi Beach Big Boy Buccaneers. There's
There you go.
2 other B's in the middle that are silent, yeah.
Gotcha. Congratulations. Congratulations, Chig. With the 57th overall pick, the Portland Pythons select
Delaria Dillon, user Monclock. Steadily and consistently updating, we knew this was the kind of user we needed to grab and bring into our roster. We are looking for someone who can stay active and stay updating, and we found exactly that here. This user has shown us that they're ready to contribute their activity checks every week, and that's exactly what we're looking for. We're excited to see how you fit into the roster and can't wait to get you into the locker room with us. If you are watching and can join the Discord, we would love to see you in here. Welcome to the team.
Congratulations, Monclock. With the 58th overall pick, the London Royals select
Jean Suave, user BN Hershey. We couldn't find Jean, but if you're out there, come reach out to Luna Ripple or myself, and we'll send you an invite to the locker room.
Congratulations, Juan. With the 59th overall pick, the Dallas Bird Dogs select
Hunter Northwood, user Kickin' Bucket. Another top tier addition to our linebacking core. We did have trouble getting in touch with Hunter during scouting. And if you're watching the draft, check your Discord spam messages for a message from D-Rap. We're excited to get you on the team, and we're even more excited to have you locking down our new linebacking core. Welcome to the Bird Dogs, Hunter.
Congratulations, Kickin' Bucket. With the 60th overall pick, the Tijuana Luchadors select
Alex Knight, user AK1 Knight. This player will help fill a gap in our secondary, and we would love to see them in Tijuana if they decide to return to the league.
Congratulations, AK. With the 61st overall pick, the London Royals select
User Decalc, Eustace, Baby Cakes. Eustace, man, come on. You must be out there somewhere. If you see this, maybe hear my voice, please come back. Send me a message on Discord for an invite to the locker room.
Congratulations to Calk. With the 62nd overall pick, the Portland Pythons select
And Flatten Project, user Tiger2112. With objectively the best name in this entire class, we knew that this user was going to be the final piece we needed to dominate the DSFL. Consistently hitting their activity checks, they've already shown that they're committed to staying active and earning that sweet, sweet TPE. Again, if you're watching tonight, we really hope that you'll come and join us in the Portland locker room. We'd love to have you in there and hanging with the team. And we can't wait to see what you can do for us.
Congratulations, Tiger. With the 63rd overall pick, the Minnesota Grey Ducks select
Jimmy Taylor, user Jimmy Taylor. We a little struggle reaching out to Jimmy here, but we're going to send you a locker room invite, buddy. We'd be glad to have you with the Ducks.
Congratulations, Jimmy. With the 64th overall pick, the Bondi Beach Buccaneers select
James Sim, user TJK2FP. Bondi had some issues with the Sim screwing us over in the first half of the season, so we decided to appease it this season by grabbing a player with Sim in his name. Though we weren't able to reach them to have a proper scouting conversation, the name was more than enough of a reason to slot him into our defensive line. Welcome to Bondi.
Congratulations, TJK. With the 65th overall pick, the Portland Pythons select
Luna Moon, user Holy Knight Janine. As a user who hasn't updated yet, we knew we had to grab them before they did, and everyone else swooped in to grab them. We felt this user was the perfect pick at 65. Filling in our final spot in our defensive backs has put us over the moon. Honestly, we were about to name our filler bot Luna, but now that we've got this user, we're glad we don't have to. They are destined to be better than a bot. Probably. Come join us in the locker room if you're watching, if you're still around, and welcome to Portland.
Congratulations, Luna. With the 66th overall pick, the London Royals select
Lawrence Jr., user BBPlay13. Lawrence, where are you? If anyone has any leads on where Lawrence is, could you pass along my information to reach out to me or maybe Cole? Thanks.
Congratulations, BB. With the 67th overall pick, the Dallas Bird Dogs select
Aaron Roy, user Bravest Land. Ron is in the building. Tidying up our wide receiver depth, this was an easy selection for us in Dallas. We had trouble connecting with them for a scouting conversation, so if you're watching the stream, Aaron, make sure you check your Discord spam messages for a message from D-Rap. Welcome to the Bird Dogs, Aaron.
Congratulations, Aaron. With the 68th overall pick, the Tijuana Luchadors select
Mo Money, user Silent Kill. We struggled to make contact with this user, but if they were to return to the league, we would love to have them in Tijuana.
Congratulations, Mo. With the 69th overall pick, the London Royals select
User Strat Daddy, Dwayne Johnson, the 5th. Dwayne, come on, man. You were supposed to be our rock, and now you're just lost. Come back to us.
Congratulations, Strat. With the 70th overall pick, so the Norfolk Seawolves select
Sven, oh my goodness, Grammersdorf. Wherever you're at, Stan, we hope to hear from you either through forum or Discord. Sorry you weren't Mr. Relevant or the 69th pick.
Congratulations, Captain. With the 71st overall pick, the Minnesota Grey Ducks select
Dante Terry, user Deuce2400.
Congratulations, Deuce.
We'd love to have.
Go ahead.
We'd love to have you in the locker room, buddy.
Congratulations, Deuce. With the 72nd overall pick, the Bondi Beach Buccaneers select
Hog Wilder, user the Wild Hog. We're going hog wild for Hog Wilder. With a name like that, we'll believe he'll be a beast in the league. The Wild Hog will be rounding out our wide receiver room as we compete for another Ultimate. Please join the league Discord so we can reach out to you.
Congratulations, Wild Hog. With the 73rd overall pick, the Portland Pythons select
Brad Barker, user Bearcat0711. What can we say about this user? With only 50 TPE, no posts, and nowhere to be found in the Discords, it was honestly such an easy decision to grab this user right now. It's almost like we had no choice but to take them. We do hope that they'll find their way back into the league, and when they do, we will be here ready to hang out in the Portland locker room.
Congratulations, Bearcat. I'm going to hit the button. I know this is the last pick that was taken, but I received no waiver updates, so I'm going to see if there's anything on another slide. And if not, I don't know if the GMs have waiver updates. Nope, draft is ended. Yep, that's all I got. Do y'all have waiver updates, guys?
Yes, we do.
Perfect.
Let's see now. Do you want me just to announce it too? Casey's here. You can announce his own.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah, a couple thirsty picks.
Yeah, super. We actually tried to pick this user up in the middle of the draft and then found out that they were a post.
Not eligible.
Yeah, they were ineligible to be because they made after thing. So we did with the first waiver pickup of the season. We did pick up Ricardo Queso, user Base Scout X1, and that's really going to fill out our the final needs for our defensive back. You guys be ready.
With the second waiver claim, KCC selected user the Pope, Craig Lupercall, defensive end. This pick finishes our defensive line. I didn't even talk to the Pope. I just seen him interacting with Discord chat, and I was like, you know what? That's the guy we need. Welcome to the team.
Pope's a cool guy. Congratulations, Pope. Is that all we have, y'all?
That's all I have.
I think that's, yeah, I'm looking at the channel. That should be it.
That's it.
Perfect. Congratulations, everybody. That is all I have for you guys tonight. I will let the GMs make any final comments they want, and then I will sign us out. Anybody got anything they need?
Congrats.
Congrats,
Hope
everybody.
you guys have fun.
Yeah, this was
Welcome into the ISFL.
This was an awesome class. I'm happy to see London take the mini this upcoming season. And let's just have fun, good season, fast draft this time around, and let's keep it going.
Awesome. Congratulations, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.